Everybody now, time to show the whole world what we're all about. We the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Barrettes, we'll always be there for each other. Ooh, Barrettes, yeah, styling how we feel, talking about that.
Hi fam, welcome back to another video. I feel like every lifestyle YouTube page needs to have an everyday makeup look, so I'm gonna do that today while we just chit chat about life and see where this video takes us. January was already such a big roller coaster for me. I had some jobs offered to me, yay, but they fell through. So it's okay. We were sad, I'm not gonna lie, but it's only up from here. For my eyebrows, I used the Anastasia Brow Freeze. These really stick down. I finally got my passport done. One of the jobs that I had gotten offered fell through because they couldn't wait for me to get my passport, which I was gonna leave the end of February. I got it literally 2 days ago. I literally got it on 1st. But it's okay, there's more to come. I've networked with that person before and they said that they would keep me in mind for future projects. So crossing my fingers for that one. Next, I love to illuminate. I love using the Say Glowy Super Gel, and this one is in the shade Rose Glow. During the winter, I really love using this shade specifically because it kind of ends up, I become a little bit more red toned in the winter when I lose my tan from the summer. And then come like late spring, early summer, I switch over to the warm glow. It just gives such a beautiful finish. Love her. We love to see her. For concealer, I love the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Medium to Ginger. I've been really in a creative bag lately. I've just been loving doing my own choreography and just kind of finding my own style. It's been really fun sessioning with people. I'm actually getting ready for a session tonight that I'm hosting, so it'll be my second session of the year. My goal is to do a session a month, basically create something every month. She's been in a pocket. We love to see it. Oh my god, bro, I'm so obsessed with Heated Rivalry. Literally, anybody that talks to me, I'm like, do you watch Heated Rivalry? Do you watch Heated Rivalry? Like, I literally cannot get enough of it, and I don't understand what my problem is. Like, I have not been this obsessed since One Direction and since Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty, but I fear my obsession with Heated Rivalry is nowhere in comparison to how I feel about Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like, I'm down bad for Leah and Shane, but also down bad for Hudson Williams and Connor Story. Like, I don't even want them like that. I mean, but I just want to be their friends. Like, I feel like their dynamic is so healthy and just a dream friendship to have. I just love how they're so different yet so yin and yang, you know? Okay, so for my I don't like foundation, but this is pretty a full coverage skin tint. This is the Danessa Merrick's Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint, and this is in the shade number 6. So I love mixing this with my e.l.f. Glow Skin Bronzing Drops, because, you know, I need to get a little tan, but I ain't trying to go insane in the sun and get skin cancer. So I like to mix it on the back of my hand. Kind of apply it a lot on my cheeks and then kind of thin it out so that it's not so heavy in the certain areas. And then I use like a kabuki type brush and just mix that in or blend that in. But yeah, I'm actually so excited that Connor is hosting SNL. I've never really watched a full episode of SNL like that, but I'm ready. I'm ready for Connor's Story to make history. I just think his comedic timing as Ilya was so good. I can't even imagine the different characters that he'll do as Connor Story. So I'm obsessed. I call this my daily glam because it's pretty full coverage since I put on the foundation or the skin tint. On a normal day though, I'll just literally put this tinted illuminator from Sunny's Face, and that'll kind of be like my base makeup. Just when I'm like running everyday errands and I don't really want like a full fresh everyday glam beat, you know? For everyday glam for contour bronzer, I love using the Sunny's Face Sculpt On in the shade Espresso. This has been my second favorite liquid bronzer. My next one was the liquid contour from Rare Beauty. I'll use this when I need like a definitely heavier stage makeup. I love using her. She's a little bit darker in pigment than this one. This one's not as harsh as that one, so that's why I like using this one more for everyday. And then I also love to chisel out the nose a little bit. Then I'll put some here on that spot. Oh, I've also been loving reading lately. I used to read so much when I was in high school. And then I don't know what happened after that. But I've been really loving getting into reading again. I love a good romance book. So any romance books y'all recommend, leave them down below and maybe I'll share some. I know I share a lot on my TikTok about the stuff that I am reading. But who knows, maybe we'll do a book club on the YouTube. What y'all think? I really feel like this year though, I'm like getting my shit together. I feel like the frontal lobe has been closed the last 2 years, but you know, you still learn a lot of stuff about yourself and how you can improve. And I really think this year I'm holding myself to accountability and just, you know, figuring shit out and kind of giving myself a little bit more grace. And I've actually really been enjoying life living that way. I'm not as anxious, I'm not as stressed. So I think we're off to a good start. I have so many blushes. I don't know which one I want to do, but my top 3 favorite blush brands are Rhode, Sunny's Face, and Rare Beauty. Top notch. I love them. I feel like the session's at night, so I feel like I need to go for a little bit more of like a nighttime-y look. So we're gonna use Rhode, the pocket blush in the shade Toasted Teddy. Toasted Teddy's like literally my go-to favorite. I'm obsessed with her. Sometimes when I am just wearing nothing, I'll just put Sleepy Girl or Toasted Teddy on and I'm like set for the rest of the day. They're also so freaking easily blendable. When I have like gigs or jobs, I love using Toasted Teddy as a base. I love mixing my Sunny's Face and Rare Beauty, so it's a solid base color, to be honest. Okay, low-key, don't worry, we still have to set it in. I know it seems like it's a lot, but especially me being on camera today and on my everyday glam, I'm usually on camera. I like my blush to peek through, so I do have to put more, but in person right now, it probably seems like it's a lot, but once we put the powder and all that stuff on it, like, we'll be chill. Okay, before we set anything, I want to do my lips. I know some people like are like, what the fuck? Why are you doing your lips now? But I use a lip stainer and I like the way that it makes my makeup look, so I know how to zhuzh it up or dial it down, you know? Okay, so this is my favorite lip tint. It is from Bobble and Rudy, and it is a lip stain in the shade Cherry Cola. So I have that weird lip, I don't want to say weird. I have that lip thing where like the color of my lip doesn't go all the way to where my actual lip ends. So it makes it look like I have smaller lips. Same thing here, like it ends right here, but my lip is actually all of this too. So I'm actually I'll do one side to show you like the comparison, but shit crazy, bruh. I'm like, y'all couldn't give me a little bit more to work with naturally? I gotta do it artificially? Okay. Okay, there has not been any freaking overlining. That's actually my motherfucking lip. And like, bruh, why? Why I do that? Yeah, see, that's how big my actual motherfucking lips are. But we're not about to talk about that. Yeah, you see, like, I have something to work with. I'm actually pretty solid with my base makeup now. I'm gonna set the cream products in with my Rhode Beauty Glazing Mist. I really like using this one because I feel like even after I put the powder on, my actual skin just peeks through and it seems very glowy. To lock this stuff even more, I like to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, and y'all, hit pan. I like using this Real Techniques brush to really get in there because I hate when my concealer starts to crease. And I also have an eczema dry spot right there, so we love that for me. We're just not gonna think about it. I also like to really go in the areas that I sweat the most and that crease a lot, which are my chin and right around my nose. I have an oily nose. So many pores in this area. It's an op, but it's okay, we love her. Then of course, my shiny ass motherfucking forehead. The forehead really be sending me to a different universe. Another hack that I learned to chisel out my cheekbones is I like to rub a spot right there and then blend it out. And it's giving snatched. But honestly, I play too much. As if we didn't have enough blush, I have two powder blushes that I love. It's both from Sunny's Face. One is in the shade Mademoiselle and this one is Discotheque. I kind of want to do Discotheque today. It's like this blue pinkish situation and I think it's cute. So just a little bit of blush. I know it looks crazy. I promise it's not that bad. In person at least. Okay, this is my favorite everyday lipstick. This is Milani in the shade Teddy Bear. I love her. This is what I want my everyday lip shade to be. I just think it's super cute. I really honestly think this is honestly what my lip shade actually is, but I'm just gaslighting myself. I'm like, what if I get it tattooed? My lips tattooed? What do we think? I don't really care what kind of gloss I use, but today we're going to use the Sunny's Face Lip Glaze in this shade Bathe Your Lips, which is exactly what I'm about to do. Oh yeah. Exactly. We're gonna lock this all in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. Exactly. Bathe in that, girl. Bathe in it. Okay, I just touched up my hair. Okay, work. This is my everyday glam. I love it. It's super easy. Literally, if I wasn't talking, it would take me like 10 minutes. Let me know if you guys want more chit chat videos. I could chit chat all day long. I definitely also want to get better at this because me and multitasking are just not coherent yet. But yeah, I definitely want to chit chat more with you guys on the next video. But thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!